Hey y'all, what's up? Listen, I wanted to come to y'all real quick because my show is back, all right? The game. I love the game, okay? I love the game. I watched the game for many, many years, girl, back when it was on the CW originally, and the real Darwin wasn't the real Darwin. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? It was a chocolate, dark skin, you know what I'm saying? Chocolate tall man or whatever. But now we ended up getting Pooch Hall later on, girl. But anyway, just understand the game has been rebooted so many times, and the latest reboot that's over there on Paramount Plus is definitely giving. Okay? I was so, listen, y'all. I was so here for season one. Let me tell you. I I couldn't like I went back recently before this season two started. Actually, I started watching season two and then I realized it was a flashback. So I was like, I kind of forgot what happened the last of the season finale. So I went back, watched the season finale of season one, and realized I did not watch it. And I remembered after I looked at it, I said, this don't look familiar. Then I said, oh, because I wasn't ready for the show to be over. So I was delaying watching that very last one. You know what I'm saying? It just felt good knowing that I had an episode to come back to. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, I watched it and it was juicy, okay? But we're not gonna go back. We only gonna go forwards because I do want to do a review on the show, okay? Season two, episode one. So we about to go ahead and get into it, okay? This episode was pretty much like a throwback, flashback, okay? We got a chance to meet Jamison Fields' girlfriend, well, his ex girlfriend, right? The little white girl. Now, of course, he told us about her last season or whatever. Then she ended up popping up at the end of the season or whatever. So she gonna be in Vegas for a minute. And I said, girl, this gonna be a mess because Miss Brittany Pitts not gonna have it, and I'm not gonna have it either. So the show opens up, first of all, playing some Bruno Mars. That's what I like. That's what I like. I really like that song. But anyway, it also opens up with a quote. So on this quote, it says, if you fail to know your past, you will be lost in your future. Should have known then that it was a sign for us to like get into the past of what happened, okay? Because we got a chance to see Britney's past, her and how her past and how she connected with Raquel. We got to see a bit of Tasha Mack's past, Malik, all of that, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. I should have grouped it together by way of like each person and what they had going on, but I really got my notes and stuff going throughout the whole episode, so we're just gonna talk about it, all right? So again, all right, oh, I wanted to say this, okay? When I first saw the quote about if you fail to know your past, you will be lost in your future, it made me think about Malik first because Malik never really learns from his past for real, for real. It's very seldom that we will see that Malik learn from his past. I figured it was going to be a lot about Malik this particular episode, but it was about everybody, okay? So, anywho, we open up with Jamison Fields in the hotel room with the white chick. And that happens to be Allison, okay? Because at first, when he was in there, brushing his teeth or whatever he was doing, I thought he was gonna walk out. It was gonna be Brittany, because I knew they was feeling each other. So then I see this white girl, and I'm like, wait a minute, girl. Like, is this the white girl from the last episode? I know you didn't just get into bed with this one. But then as you continue to watch, you learn, and it's crazy because he doesn't look. I mean, he looks damn near the same as he did when he was in high school, getting ready to go off to college. Same thing with her. So it kind of looked like it was more recent, but it wasn't. It was a flashback to their prom night or the day after the prom night, okay? So, yeah, he had this white girlfriend or whatever. What we ended up seeing was they ended up spending the night together after prom, okay? They ended up engaging in sexual activity or whatever. So he's there chilling. They ended up watching the draft or whatnot. And, obviously that's something that he really wants. He wants to be drafted. So he's really excited and she's excited for him. And she's like, listen, I'm going to be at all your games and all this other stuff. Well, next thing you know, while they're watching the draft, they get a knock on the door. He thinks that it's room service, but it's not, girl. It's the police because Alice and Daddy done called the mother police on them because they looking for their motherfucking daughter. And I'm like, well, how did y'all know to come to this particular hotel if you looking for your daughter? You probably already had Find My Friends on her phone, so you already knew she was going to the hotel. So some part of me feels like the daddy already knew that this girl was in this relationship with this boy, and although he did not approve of it, he was waiting for the right time so that he could really nail the boy to the coffin, because that's exactly what he ended up doing, and we'll get to that when we get to that, okay? So there's that, all right? So later on, we see that Allison ended up getting snatched up, okay? She ended up getting taken home or whatever, or, yeah, okay, the police came. She ended up getting snatched up. We'll get to that part, okay? Her parents called the police. I think they put out like a missing persons report on her, which resulted in some charges happening on Jameson. Girl, just the messiest. Said her daddy was rotten, baby, just rotten. So, anywho, it also flashes back to Malik during the time that TT was a part, of his life. Okay, I was like, look at TT back. I was happy to see TT, but I was mad about that wig y'all put on that man's head. I said, who is styling in that department? Because I know that's not his hair. I know that's a wig. Every bit of it, girl. It was giving Tyler Perry just a little bit. But anyway, so TT is back, but he's not going to be back for long as he is quitting, okay? He's no longer going to be Malik's assistant anymore because his girlfriend is pregnant and he's about to be a daddy. So I was like, look at TT about to be a daddy. I don't remember that being, I don't even remember him having a girlfriend back on the game when it was on television. And see, this type of game is different. It's giving drama series, whereas the other one, when it first came out, it was like it had the laugh track to it. Then they started moving away from the laugh track to no laugh track at all. So you had to catch the laughter, and it kind of sounded empty when you laughing and ain't nobody laughing with you type thing. It's like, girl, what? And now the game and the way that they're showing it now is what they were really trying to do all those years ago. Okay, when it was on BET after it was kicked off, and then people petitioned like myself, and we got the show to come back, and it came back without the laugh track. It was just a different type of television. But what they're doing now on Paramount Plus is what they was trying to do a long time ago. But this right here, girl, know who y'all got with. I don't know who y'all went and got with for this, but keep it coming, baby. Keep it coming. And if y'all happen to get kicked off, girl, go find somewhere else. Go find another streaming service. I mean, I know we can only get the game for so long, okay? But I'm here for it, all right? So let's keep going. So we talked about TT, who's going to be quitting because of his girlfriend. We get back to Jameson, and we learn that the officer says there was a bogus missing persons report, and the white police is the man that's getting ready to take her home. So Jameson is just like, well, I mean, if she ain't in trouble, why I can't take her home? And the man was just like, you don't get out my face. That's how the white man was like, baby, bye. Okay. So he ends up leaving out the door, and he said something to Allison about, wasting her parents' time with the missing persons report. And then Jameson is talking to the black officer like, come on, we're just kids or something like that. And the black officer tells him like, yeah, I have 4 of them. They make a lot of dumb decisions, but none of them have, what he told that boy? Oh, he says none of them have as much to lose as you do. All right. And this is what killed me this entire episode with Jameson, watching him in his past life. I just could not stand the fact that he was not understanding what everybody else was seeing. That grinded my gears so much. Like, even after everything happened, he still believed, like, it's going to be okay. Like, it's fine. I ain't got to go nowhere. I'm good. Like, I'm like, why are you that damn dumb? Like, why are you sitting up there just trying to be ignorant? Okay, just stupid. Like, he was just really killing me to a point where towards the end of the episode, I really started feeling like, this what you get. Baby, this what, this what you get. Okay, but let's keep going. Tasha Mack and Rick Fox, okay? Y'all know they used to date back in the day, but Miss Tasha Mack went back to Poochie Poo. Pooh, I think it's Pooh. I can't remember what his name. Pookie. That's what it was. She went back to Pookie, and she ended up having a baby with Pookie. I love that they brought her daughter onto the show last season, because of course she had got pregnant at the end of the previous, when the game was on TV at one point. She had got pregnant on one of those season finales, and we didn't know whose it was, but I guess it ended up being Pookie, so she ended up marrying Pookie or whatever, but we never really see the daughter because Pookie is really like a stay-at-home daddy. But we saw her last season, and I'm hoping we see her this season because she was so freaking cute. And when Tasha Mack ran up in that dang old school and showed her arse, I was definitely here for it, because you don't cut my motherfucking baby hair, okay, because she got a tennis match or whatever the case is. No, okay, you don't take that, just forfeit. Okay, y'all game should never be more important than what's on my baby's crown. Excuse me. But anyway, so Tasha Mack and Rick Fox are about to be partners at this point. So he has the Rick Fox sports agency that he's about to let go and give to Tasha Mack. He's not only letting go of the agency, but he's about to let go of Tasha too, because he still has a desire for her, still wants to be with her and everything. But she's like, I got Pookie. Like, sorry, you snooze, you lose. Like, that's where I'm at. So I'm surprised Tasha Mack ain't been out here trying to really cheat for real on Pookie, the way she just be so busy, because it seems like she just never there with him. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's just where they are, okay? So Rick Fox says he's getting out the game. He really misses Tasha, and this is one of the ways he's going to be able to, like, let her go and put her in the rear view and stuff like that. So he's going to give her his agency. She's going to be the owner. and she's renaming it. It's not going to be called the Rick Fox Agency. She was going to call it the Tasha Mack Mega Agency or something like that.